Hello and welcome to Detroit, Michigan, the Motor City. Today at Ford Field for a postseason contest as we see who will emerge victorious in the Gameabove Sports Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Central Michigan's offense will take the first swing of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Dropping back, it's Glavis. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On the option. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the play fake. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll go right back to the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Gives it on the option.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Stone. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Creates a little space. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. He'll try it again. Got room to work. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the Chippewas will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. Didn't get anything done, 3-and-out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Labus. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They go right back to him. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Now facing a 3rd and long. The option look, the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option. Responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got his man. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 35, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. You count open up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. Big fella moving. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to...
Touchdown, Northwestern. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's past the 30. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Now the pitch. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
On the option, and not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Chippewas send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
now. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Stone. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Never a doubt. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. So now it's 2nd and long. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Flores. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Chippewas can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
And the Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
And they swarm him under. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Stone. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And that was one the offense needed and the defense had to have, and they could not get the stop.
And the gamble by the head coach and play caller pays off. Of course, if that's incomplete, it stops the clock. So they needed to have it. Great execution at a time where it was so critical.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.